back. So if you watch Minecraft videos, then you've probably seen the noob versus the pro versus the hacker house building challenge videos. And we're gonna do the same thing, except we're doing the first ever drawing version. So of course we're starting off by drawing the noob, and oh boy, noobs can definitely be pretty annoying. So they kind of look like Steve, but since they're new to the game, they come across as, well, not very smart. So we now have the head, and for some reason, noobs, they're always seen as drooling from their mouth. I don't really know why. And they tend to look kind of nerdy because they wear their pants really high up. Yeah, they pretty much just wander around and get lost. They build really random things everywhere, which kind of ruins the landscape. Or they just stare up at the sky for long periods of time, which is kind of weird. Oh yeah, and they really like to see how tall they can build something. They feel really proud of themselves if their blocks are the tallest. Oh, and it seems like noobs, they're constantly falling into lava and water, and as soon as they see a creeper, they just run straight towards it. It definitely takes them a while to catch on. However, even though they don't know what's going on most of the time, still, don't always underestimate a noob. Okay, now it's time for the house. So let's use some basic materials to make a box house. Yeah, it's gonna be very simple. Wow, I wish I could draw this fast in real life. Anyways, we'll use some stone for the foundation and wood for the rest of the house. At least it won't be a dirt house, so that's good. Yeah, this new house will have just one door and one window. It will be enough to protect you from the rain, but a single creeper could easily destroy this entire house. You wouldn't survive very long. Actually, a lot of noobs make the mistake of trying to start a fireplace in their house, but they just end up accidentally burning down their entire house. So right now, you can't really see inside the house, but there's not really much to see. The only thing is a single bed. At least sleeping in here is better than sleeping in the nether. There's plenty of noobs who've made that mistake before. Actually, I just noticed something. This door, it's not placed correctly. There's still an open gap to the side, and there's no stairs to the front door. So I guess you have to jump up to enter the house. That's kind of annoying, but hey, our expectations are not that high anyways, so we'll let it slide. Actually, I just got an idea. What if a noob was to build a house, but then we had a pro construct a secret fancy basement underneath the noob house? It would be like a disguised entrance. Yeah, I might do that at some point. Well, there we go, and the noob looks pretty happy with it. Next is the pro. Now the pro is usually represented by wearing diamond armor, which shows that they definitely have experience in the game and have probably built many houses and structures. Pros will know how to craft many different types of materials and use a variety of potions. They can mine really quickly with their pickaxes, and sometimes they just use a bunch of dynamite to carve their way underground. Because they're always exploring, they typically find a lot of diamonds and gold and treasure chests. They'll be able to avoid most traps and, well, set their own traps. Creepers and zombies and skeletons, they're really not much of a danger to pros, unless they're like completely surrounded. They also know how to swim in lava, they can leap down into a canyon and land safely. They can even build structures inside the nether, which is pretty cool. Oh, and pros, they don't need to worry about the Endermans because they can just build a TNT cannon and then use it to destroy them. Sometimes, for entertainment, they like to mess with the noobs to see if the noobs will fall for their traps, which is pretty hilarious. Of course, pros, they don't know everything about Minecraft, but they're definitely pretty good at the game. So now for the pro's house. So this is gonna look much more like a traditional house. The pro already knows exactly what the house will look like, and they have many more options when it comes to building materials. So this house will have roofs at different levels because we're going for a 2-story house with a few different rooms. This house will also be made of much stronger materials, which will make it harder for enemies to tear it down. For structural support, we'll use some columns and add a few windows with glass to fill the house with light. This house will have a bedroom, a kitchen, a living room, a garage, and a basement, which makes it big enough to be a family house. Pro builders also know how to add detail to make the house look more homey and, well, nice looking. So we can add some bushes around the house to make it look a little greener and a decorative fence. And of course, we need some stairs leading to the front door. Oh, and you can't see this, but this family house will also have a farm where they're gonna have pet animals like Minecraft pigs, cows, and dogs. And they'll be able to grow their own food. That way they don't have to go searching around for food like the noobs do. Yeah, noobs, they're not very coordinated. So it's hard for them to work together as a group. But pros, on the other hand, they work really well together. And they can build some incredible cities. They can build many different architectural styles, such as medieval, Victorian, modern, and like a bunch of others. Actually, it's not just buildings and cities that they construct. I've seen them build water parks, statues, boats, trains, and even volcanoes, which is just crazy. I don't know how the pro builders do it, but it's pretty impressive. So we just need to fill in the last few colors, and to make this house really stand out, we'll need some purple, and there we go. Yeah, this turned out really well. It's time for the hacker. So, Minecraft hackers are even more skilled than the pros. Even though there's a lot fewer hackers as compared to noobs and pros, hackers have access to pretty much all materials, and they tend to be very rich. They're really good at technology, and they definitely use that to their advantage because they've been known to do whatever it takes to become more powerful and dominate their enemies. However, I will say that there are some good hackers out there that use their skills to help out other Minecraft players. So they're not all bad. But yeah, hackers have a very tight-knit community, and they're always working together. Some of them have even been able to alter the Minecraft game code so that they can possess powers like instant teleporting or walking on water or accessing parts of the Minecraft world that would just be off limits to the general public. Yeah, you definitely don't want to mess with a hacker. Now for the hacker's house. They tend to be pretty big and have more of a modern design. It will also be much more fortified because hackers are very secretive about what they do, and they don't want any trespassers. A hacker's identity and privacy are extremely well guarded. But their houses are not just big walls and fences. Hackers also like their houses to look really nice. Their design skills are certainly top-notch, and they like to construct their houses in very exotic locations, like high up on the edges of cliffs, or underwater, or even way up in the clouds. Hackers have some pretty incredible views. And of course, these big houses have lots of rooms. This particular house has multiple bedrooms, a grand kitchen, a very high-tech computer room, a bowling alley, and a very large garage, which is located underground. This garage has all of their stealth vehicles. In fact, most of their top secret stuff is located underground. They even generate their own electricity somehow. Even though hackers are on the computer most of the time, they still like to have a lot of fun. They have a swimming pool with a waterfall coming off the balcony, which is great for hot days. Also, for entertainment, they like to make these complex traps to see if the pros will fall for them. However, there have been a few times that a hacker has fallen for a pro trap, which is very embarrassing for a hacker. Some hackers, they're just evil though. They'll go around and they'll burn down houses or they'll steal stuff. Yeah, pros and hackers, they really don't like each other, and they've been known to get into fights. However, usually the hacker wins, unless the hacker is like outnumbered. Then the pros are at the advantage. And since hackers are so secretive, they don't like having neighbors nearby, which could disturb them. That's why their houses are often so secluded from everyone else. Oh yeah, and to make sure no one trespasses, they have these laser beam electric fences, which only the hackers can control. And what's really crazy is that this house has turbo blasters on the roof. This is to protect the house against air attacks if things got really out of hand. Of course, they need several antennas on the roof because hackers have extremely fast internet speeds. They also have these long-range communication jammers. I guess they're really important for the hackers to carry out their plans. They've even been known to somehow hack creepers and zombies to attack the pros, but this is pretty rare. So I added a few more details like some bushes and green vines and a few more security cameras around the house. And I went with mostly like brown and yellow. And there we go! Nice! Yeah, I think this is the perfect hacker house. Well, if you like this video, then you definitely need to go check out my Roblox video, or whatever videos around here. Oh yeah, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.